Just disappointed. I clearly I have to do a better job. We can't get beat on our home floor in front of that kind of environment, 17-17. So just, I'm disappointed. I don't feel like, we put a lot of pressure on them even the first set. I mean, you look at the score and, it was 25-22, but, we played catch up that whole set and, had a little bit of a run at the end. But other than the start of the second, we didn't lead the match at all. And that's a problem. So just, and you can look at the box score and, just our hitting efficiency, to hit .05, they caused us some problems. And we didn't handle the ball that poorly in serve receive. But, I think some setting decisions and, just hitters not making great decisions. And credit to them. I mean, they did a great job. They caused us a lot of problems.
I don't say you want to brush this one off, but it's one game. I mean, how do you kind of take that in stride, realizing that you still had a really good season while still realizing that you got things to improve upon?
Well, there's a lot of volleyball left. This is the start of a 5-game homestand for us, and we knew coming into this week that it's going to be a grind. We played today. Obviously, we got to reset, and it's not going to get any easier. The number 2 team that's undefeated walks in here on Friday night, and we just got to get prepared for Friday. And to your point, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but like I just told the team, I think there's a lot to learn from this match, and so I don't know about brushing it off, but we're definitely going to take a look at it and see what they did to cause us some problems and try to make some adjustments for Friday.
How much of that match is playing against a program that knows what it's like to be in big games, to win big matches, versus your team that's trying to learn what that means and what that's about?
I think there's probably something to that. I like to look at, your work up to this point, and I feel like we've earned the right to be in this position and to have a crowd come out to look at us like that and support us. I just don't think we were. I don't know. I don't want to say the moment was too big for us, because we're gonna have probably a bigger one on Friday. So if we're not used to them, we better get used to them. But I think again they caused us some problems, and they outplayed us tonight. I mean, point blank, and that's what I told our team. They scrap on defense and make it tough for us to get a kill, and I mean the hitting efficiencies reflect that.